Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, it is a respark of my rather dormant YouTube channel. Hopefully, it's scheduled as a weekly series. And essentially, what this is, it's called Catching Up with Aaron. It's an opportunity for me as well to just kind of look back, as I continue throughout my professional life and personal life as well, see where I was at a certain period of time, sort of like a video journal or diary, if you will. But also as well, just kind of create an honest and open dialogue within my peers in my social circle, whether that be you know me professionally, you know me personally, or even people that might stumble across this video and be like, wow, this is interesting, or this is something that I can definitely relate to, and really again just open that dialogue and have that conversation amongst each other, whether it be in the comments of the YouTube or whatever platform this is posted on. But just understand what it is to be someone in their 20s who's navigating this world. Doesn't even have to be 20s. You can be late teens or early 30s or 40s or whatever. But just know that we're all in this together, and we're all going through life at our own pace as well. So that's really what I hope to achieve with this series. Again, it's Catching Up with Aaron. It's going to be a weekly series, posting it on Monday. This is all one take as well, and no edits besides the intro and maybe some some background tracks. So this is as low effort as it gets, as they say, when it comes to potentially video content, but hopefully provide some value to not just myself but to the viewers as well. So the structure of this kind of Catching Up with Aaron weekly series is going to be talking about what I did this past week, what I'm looking forward to this week, and my takeaways as well, whether it be from last week or potentially the upcoming week also. So I'll start off with sort of what I did last week. Last week as well was just kind of recovery mode, coming back from my trip, an opportunity as well to just kind of take a step back and reflect in regards to everything that's been going on. Not just like outside world, but also on my personal side. It's been 2 years since I've graduated from university. I still have no idea where those 2 years went by. So it was kind of an opportunity to just reflect again, to see where I was at and where I want to be. Obviously when it comes to being in your 20s, I saw this great LinkedIn post that when you meet someone that's potentially in their 20s, 22, 29, that's sort of the era where you're supposed to find yourself and know exactly what you want to do in life. At least that's how it was pitched to me when I was going through high school and university. When in reality, that's not so much the case. I think, in your 20s, you're still exploring different things. You're still understanding who you are as a person, how you operate. I know I definitely am as well. And pivoting, from my kinesiology degree to now working in the marketing and business space full time, that's definitely not something that I thought would happen or imagine happening at all amidst my undergrad. So just have that conversation with others. And the LinkedIn post was essentially you meet someone in your 20s, and it's such a unique point in our lives because everyone is at a different stage in their life. You could be engaged, married, have kids, or you could be on the other side of at least that spectrum, single and traveling and just seeing what's out there in the world, right? And when it comes to professionally, you could be working at your dream job, you could be working at a FANG company, or I guess Mang now is what it's called, Meta. Sorry if you're unfamiliar with that. FANG stands for Facebook, Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, and Google, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure the techie people are watching that might be shaking their heads if I got that wrong. So off the top of my head, I believe that's what it is. And essentially, it's like working at one of those big tech companies, where you could be working for a local like startup, or you could not be working at all, right? So it's a lot of different stages in life, and I think that's the beauty of it. And for me, this past week, that was really my main focus of not having to compare myself with others, not really being worried of why am I not at X when my friend is there, or why am I not there if that person's younger than me and he's already got his own apartment, or whatever the case might be, right? So yeah, this past week was just an opportunity to take a step back, understand where I'm at in life, and really just reflect overall. I'm really appreciative of that because the self-reflection is something that is not as easy to do anymore, because sometimes you get so caught up again in chasing the next thing. But really that opportunity of again self-reflection was what has allowed me to understand what my passions were and what my interests were. So yeah, I'm grateful for that, and really grateful for that. I guess I'll just repeat myself there, but just glad to see that I was able to have some time to take a step back and reflect on that last week. And that was also stemmed from an event that I went to for a UBC CVC alumni event. So it was just nice to, again, to connect with those people and see where everyone else is at in their life, again, in different stages, and be like, oh, there's no blueprint, or there's no like right way of doing this or navigating this era, or I guess this time period of your life. It's not easy, and it sometimes can get lonely as well, especially amidst a pandemic. So for anyone who's listening out there that might be able to relate to that, just know you're not alone. Okay, so that's sort of what I learned last week, or what I did last week. What I'm looking forward to this week, I think, for me personally, is definitely going to be the opportunity to get out there a little bit more and start networking again. Hopefully, again, the weather's getting nicer, so doing a lot more just physical activity outdoors as well. Whether it just be as simple as going for a walk, doesn't have to be anything too strenuous. I'm trying to pick up biking as well. My friends are really into that, so I'll see if I can get into that this spring/summer. But on a professional side as well, I think, amidst that kind of reflection period, just kind of really looking forward to seeing what actions I can take to push towards my goals. I try to break my goals into like 3 months, little 3-month sections, with an end goal at the end of the year of where I hopefully want to be. So for me, my next 3 months is really understanding how I can continue to develop in this space, in the marketing and the business space, seeing where that goes, seeing where that takes me. And at the end of the day, just hopefully see that I could be in an opportunity, or present myself and be in an opportunity where, that career continues to expand and develop. And even as well on my creative agency side with my 2 business partners, Nick and Mickey, hopefully continue to expand that team and connect with amazing individuals that are looking to do some amazing work. So that's sort of where I'm at. I'm really happy and content, in general, in terms of where I am thus far, especially, again, 2 years after graduation. But it's a bit of a balance of, again, wanting to make sure you're appreciative, but also wanting more. So I'm starting to learn that a little bit, and starting to really solidify that, I guess, mentality is the best word I could find. So so that's kind of what I'm looking forward to this week. I'm also going to a film festival event. Hopefully that'll be good. Just kind of, again, networking with different people. That is with a good friend of mine, so a couple friends of mine, actually. So I'm looking forward to that this weekend also. Also F1 this weekend, if anyone's into Formula 1. I'm a big fan. It's in Miami this coming week. If you are, let me know in the comments who you're cheering for, what team you're going for. So that's what I'm looking forward to this week. At the end of really this kind of little docuseries is kind of my biggest takeaway, and I sort of kind of touched upon it in my first little segment, or first third of this particular video. But really my biggest takeaway is being appreciative of what you have, being grateful for where you are in life, and just being able to take a step back and actually enjoy that, and enjoy, for lack of a better word, the fruits of your labor. And just understanding that, you don't always have to be chasing, or going up, the next portion of the ladder, whatever it might be. But I think it's as important to understand that everyone's at their own pace, and to appreciate where you are. So that's my takeaway. But yeah, that's really the end of this little first episode of Catching Up with Aaron. I don't know if I'm going to make it a jingle or something like that. I might hire someone. If you're a sound person and want to create a jingle for that, let me know in the comments. But I'm just trying to keep this as simple, as easy, as authentic as it can be. This is, again, just going to be all one take. And I'm looking forward to your feedback. Again, this is not just as a way for me to document my days or my life, but hopefully as well be able to spark that conversation with you, the viewer, and hopefully, but also as a way make it relatable for you as well, and we can have that conversation offline as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. This is, again, Aaron, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and this is going to be a weekly series, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.